Hey, why am I so excited? I'm not that excited. I'm that topping dude. And this is that topping dude plays the American Film Institute's daily movie guessing game. Get the picture. Is that a song? That topping dude plays the American Film Institute's daily movie game. Get the picture. Catchy. Um, oh, the date is July 29. This July seems never ending to me. 2026. This 2026 seems never ending to me. And it's game number 1578. These games seem never ending to me. 1578, 1578, 1578. Why do people say it like that? It's the 1578th game. So, I play this game every day. All right. So, yeah, that's the first thing you have to know. Oh, you already knew that. Okay. Not everybody knew it. Some people are watching their first, maybe no one's watching for their first time. I don't know. How am I supposed to know? Anyway, I play this game every day, and I invite you to do the same. Go to AFI.com, play, submit your answer, see if you were right or wrong, see what your percentage of correct answer. If it's your first time playing and you get it right, you'll have 100%. And if you do, savor that moment because that might be the only time you ever have 100%. Because the very first time you get it wrong, it's never 100% again, ever, ever. I mean, you'd have to get so many right for it would still be 99 point. Okay, anyway, you can like and follow and subscribe and comment and do all those things. Oh, now we have three friends, two of whom I think two have checked in. The anonymous player hasn't. It's his life, man. He can do he can play or not play as he wishes, as he sees fit, as he this is, as he that's is. Okay, but let's see. I think John Atkins. Okay, John. Oh my gosh. The text before. Okay, I'll have to look at that one later. I say it says goom. That means good morning. Enjoy your day and good luck. That means he ain't having none of it. Okay. Here's Jaden. I got today's picture. You will too. That's a vote of confidence. We've had this film before. Different picture though, I think. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Sometimes it's like the same scene, like a second or two later, and they'll say, "Oh, it's a different picture." Those people over at the American Film Institute's daily movie guessing game are really weird. All right, let's go ahead and see what this is. Are we recording good? Sometimes share the screen. Let's share the screen. Let's play the game. Play the game. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. It's July 29th. This game 1578. Let's play the game. Game, 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 game. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. Yesterday, the answer was Frankenstein, the Guillermo del Toro version. Obviously, not the one with Boris Karloff. That wasn't in color, for one thing. Not that many people had beards on screen. Or did they? Not very many. Okay, so here is today's. I do not know what this is. Who the hell is that? I am not sure. All right, Jaden thinks I'm going to get it. I'm glad that he has that vote of confidence. All right, let's go over to where the game is, the actual game. This is the game. Only the first guess counts. The one that matters? That's right, the one that matters. The one that matters. The one that matters. The one that matters. Okay, 88% got it. All right, so we should be able to guess it, even if we don't. It's going to be one of the more popular titles. Who is that? Okay, let's see what the choices are. Birdman. Okay, it's Birdman or the Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. There's the answer right there. As soon as I saw the title, I knew that's what it was. That's Michael Keaton. Jaden is correct. We've had this film before. Jaden is correct. It was a different picture. Jaden is correct. He's always correct. All right. What the hell is that? Okay, so it's Birdman or, as I like to say, Birdman or, because the or should be inside the parentheses. Um, we should check. I think I know that that's the correct answer. So we're just going to go to IMDb right now just to see what they call if their title is Birdman or Birdman or. Okay, Birdman. Oh, it is Birdman or. Okay, Birdman or the unexpected. Let's see what the poster says. Let's see. Yeah, Birdman or if you can you see the poster? It Yeah, okay, it wasn't an AFI thing. It was a people who made the film thing. Because oh, I see. Birdman or, and the subtitle is in parentheses. It's not like Birdman and then a little footnote or the other. It's Birdman and then so if it were just called Birdman, it would be, or if it were just called The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance, rather, it would have parentheses around it. I don't recall ever seeing a film where the title was all in parentheses. This would be the first one if it weren't for the Birdman or part. Okay, anyway, let's know. God, boy, I can really, get stuck on some of on things that I kind of assume no one else is really interested. Chronicle, I don't know that. Fearless. Now, Fearless, if I am correct, that's a Jeff Bridges movie. Let's just go ahead and look. Oh, here we are. Um, and it's a movie I really liked a lot. Um, Fearless. I saw it twice, I think, maybe even more. Fearless, and is that Jeff Bridges? Um, oh wait, this isn't the Fearless I'm thinking of. It's a different one. Fearless. Oh yeah, here's the Fearless I'm thinking of. Uh, and there's a famous scene of Jeff Bridges on the a famous shot. Well, it's not that famous a movie, but if you know the movie, that it's a famous shot of him standing on the edge of the building. That's why it evokes that. Okay. I don't know what Chronicle is, and the founder, I don't know what the founder is, and Spider-Man Homecoming. Okay, it's Birdman or I'm not even going to cover the screen. I'm so confident. I'm so confident that I'm on a 2-day streak. 88.4% correctly identified our guest, Birdman or the unexpected virtue of ignorance. 5.1% yes, Spider-Man Homecoming. 2.9% yes, Chronicle. 2% yes, Fearless. Great movie. I loved Fear. It's Peter Weir, I think. Is it Peter Weir? Yeah, Peter Weir. He's a really good director. He really creates atmospheres that make you, yeah, that you're kind of not even you're kind of in this dream state. Not all his films are like that, but he puts you in this state where um, he's good. All right, and what's the other one? Fearless and The Founder. What year was Fearless? Was 1993. Yeah, I liked that movie a lot. Okay, but we're here to talk about Birdman or, and let's see what they said about Birdman or the motherfucking unexpected virgin. Jamie Michael Keaton, Emma Stone, and Edwin Norton, and directed, co-written, and produced by Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu. Birdman or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance was recognized in 2014 with an AFI Award, naming it among the most outstanding motion pictures of the year. According to the official rationale, which isn't really rationale, Birdman or the Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance sings of the wide divide between artist and celebrity and the uniting force to feel beloved on the earth. Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu and his brilliant creative ensemble provide a backstage pass into the worried minds behind a Broadway show, asking audiences to consider what is art and what is artifice. Emmanuel Lubezki's camera is fluid in flight, following Edward Norton, Naomi Watts, and Emma Stone as they hit the boards with star wattage, and Michael Keaton's tour de force performance soars into the history of cinema as a celebration of both humility and hubris. All right, boy, it's not a lot of bullshit. Um, Now Michael Keaton, he plays a washed up. actor that who once was famous that no one remembers anymore. And that was who he was when this film was made, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just take a look and see at Michael Keaton's, see if there was a gap between, because Birdman was his comeback. And you think of him now as having always been successful, and perhaps he was. Let's see, Birdman 20. Oh, no, he was working the whole time. Okay, so he was always working, but he wasn't Michael Keaton anymore. He wasn't Michael Keaton the star anymore. He was Michael Keaton, uh, kind of washed up actor. I mean, did you know? Have you seen Tenacious D, Time Fixers, The Merry Gentleman, Post Grad? Those were the movies he was. You don't think when you think of a Michael Keaton movie, you go, "Oh, Michael Keaton. Oh, you mean the guy in Post Grad? The guy who did the voice of Chick Hicks in Cars Race Orama?" No, he was he was famous for being Batman. He was the Batman of the Tim Burton, and he became and really well known. And he was known besides just being Batman. He was Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice and Batman. And if it started with a B, he was in it and it was successful. And then suddenly, Michael Keaton, his that until Birdman, and his star career got back on track. You probably already know that. Anyway, and also Birdman won Best Picture over Boyhood. And everybody I know thought Boyhood was going to win because it took 12 years to make. I think I said that last time the answer was Birdman or. All right. See you tomorrow. Hope. Thanks for coming this time anyway. Bye. Bye.